thank you everybody for coming. Thanks for joining Nam at Mamanitas while we eat this boodle fight. For many of you that don't know what a boodle fight is, I did my Wikipedia research today and I found out. Essentially, it's a military practice. The word boodle was a military term used by the Americans to describe contraband like gum, candy, things that they shouldn't have. And a fight, essentially, they would have all the soldiers line up, all the cadets line up to eat, and then they would say, go and fight for the best pieces of food. So it's kind of competitive, but here there's no shortage of good food. So thank you to Mamanitas and Taking It Global for sponsoring us. Essentially, just enjoy. If you have any questions, ask Angel, she knows everything. But I'll just ask, is everyone good on the left? Is everyone good on the right? Commence boodle fight. So, guys, I know you're Filipino Canadians, but have you ever had a boodle fight before in your life?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Most definitely.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've never done this.
Yeah.
I've
Numerous amount of times.
It's funny because Mark, me and him grew up so closely together,
Yeah.
but such different upbringings.
See, I've never had a boodle fight.
I never spoke English until I was 5, but I don't even think he speak fluent Tagalog.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't know that. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool to know.
Weird, right?
So-
I was born here.
Jeez.
You can't speak Tagalog?
No, I didn't speak
English until you were 5
Oh,
Oh
years
yeah,
old.
wow. Same here.
Yeah.
No way,
In
man.
Toronto, yeah.
Interesting.
I went to school with a bunch of Filipino kids.
Yeah.
Living in Toronto, it wouldn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't need to speak English.
What?
You have Filipino homies. It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't
That's
until
crazy.
Saskatoon where I'm like,
And you have to go
I'm
to
the only
school.
Filipino kid in
Wow.
this classroom.
I gotta
So
I'm gonna speak right now.
say my green.
True. So I know there's so much food here, but does anyone here have a particular favorite Filipino dish they had growing up?
I think it'd be a combination,
Yeah.
man. I think a combination of sinigang and tocino combined,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know if it would be combined, but sinigang is such a
have you ever had it
staple.
combined?
I have. I mean, it's kind of like this, right? You have to throw
No. Sinigang and tocino combined is like
I've never had that. I've never
like
had that.
yin and yang, man. It's
Yo, I'm
perfect.
coming over to your house. They're making me that.
Oh man, hands down,
I want to
I'm
have
in.
your favorite dish. I was gonna say, I mean, we all grew up in a household with Filipino parents, right? And Filipino family around us. And I always saw what were some of the advantages because of that, right? Like you said, one, there's always food on the table, no matter what, right? The family's gonna work hard to make sure food's on the table, make sure everyone's fed. Angel, what were you saying yesterday? That they were pushing you, they were super disciplined, they made sure that you had,
I was in line always.
yeah.
I think it would be family.
Yeah.
Sense of
Being
togetherness.
exactly belongingness and within your family and having that tight-knit group where it's like you might fight with this person, you might hate that person, but regardless of your blood, and you have to be able to back them up or support them or encourage them no matter what.
Yeah.
Man, the Filipino community in Saskatoon is blown up, right?
Yeah.
I think every city in Canada has seen a huge influx of Filipinos moving to those cities, right? I think one other thing was what was the program the federal government had? Temporary foreign workers, for example, right? And they would be, the people serving are the nannies. So I think now we're seeing the full circle. We were born here, but now we're seeing another generation coming over to Canada.
Yep.
And what is that like? How do you feel like there's a sense of connection there, or a sense of community, even though they weren't born in Canada, for example?
I think we just play a bridge for the newcomer that's coming, and then we're here, so we kind of know how the system works here. And and the beauty part about it, we get to pull. I don't want to say it this way, but we can pull the race card.
Right.
That we don't. It's true. Even though that we aren't. Obviously, by our accent, you don't even sound like we're from the Philippines, right? People kind of like, oh, what are you? All my friends that I meet, they always ask, they never guess me to be Filipino first. They go, are you Samoan? Are you Hawaiian? Are you Korean? Are you Japanese? First of all, my skin color is not even close to Japanese.
You just don't know if you're Asians.
Yeah. So you're naming every other Asian except the one that you don't know, right?
Yeah.
So But what gives us away is our noses.
Yeah, true. The flatter noses.
Damn these Filipino noses.
For all you white people out there, or for all you people out there, if you
All you
don't
white
know,
If you want to know a Filipino, just look at the nose, how it's flat and kind of rounds out.
or go to their house and see if their mother gives you food.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So funny.
So I mean, there was obviously like some tension growing up though, right? I mean, you grew up in this household with the very traditional values, very close-knit values of how your parents expected you to behave, but then you would go to school and then you'd meet people from other countries or regular Canadians, and I always found there was a bit of duality there. I mean, I would always act a bit more, not rambunctious per se, but maybe a bit more liberal. But when I got home, I was just told that maybe that wasn't the best type of behavior. You guys have similar experiences growing up, having those conversations with your parents, like, well, all my friends are doing this. Why can't I? Kind of thing.
Oh, mom and dad, I remember that. I actually said to my dad once, and he was like, well, if you want to be like them, then go live with them.
Yeah, straight up. My dad went as far as packing my bag and talking about the sleepovers were 0% allowed.
Oh man,
Yeah?
exactly. Never allowed.
0%.
Except for your cousins. Your
Yeah,
cousins
your
can go
cousins
anytime
are
you want.
okay. Yeah,
but
you
your
can.
friends-
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Like, even when they're across the street, they're like, "Why? You don't have a home? You hate it here? Yeah, move out then. Move out. Take your bags.
It's so true.
Yeah, take
I
your
know what
bags and
happened to
go.
you.
Yeah.
Friends played hockey.
Yeah.
Talking about
So
sports
funny.
in general. Like,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
much is it? No, too expensive. Too
Yeah.
expensive.
Just need $1, it's basketball. You want hockey? Come here.
Yeah, my parents didn't give me anything. I was like, here's some shoes. I'm like, okay, what can I do with just shoes? Oh, I can break dance, I guess. That's
Yeah.
free, right?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for joining us today. We just completed our brutal fight at Mamanita's. Everyone here is a bit comatose right now after eating all this food, but we did it. I want to thank the NOM team. We were storytellers, we're content creators. Essentially what we wanted to do today was tell the story about what it means to be a Filipino Canadian and how that was growing up in a country where there's so many other different cultures. I want to thank Taking It Global for helping us fund this project, and I want to thank everyone here for I guess, joining in this experience and having this experience and memory for life. Thank you. Done.
Yeah, oh wow. Oh my.
My goodness.
Okay.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, ready?
We're ready. How was that? Good?
At Filipino Heritage School, the kids also learn about our cultural dances. This year we were
Thank
lucky
you.
to have a bee dance.